All right, so I get an overwhelming amount of people requesting this one question every single day, which is what is the best niche, especially in 2025? This is the existential question of YouTube automation, and nobody knows exactly how to find the right niche and also, moreover, the right niche for them. And it's true because picking the niche is going to be one of the most important and strategical things that you will do throughout your YouTube journey. And if you mess this up, it really could be the make or break of your YouTube success. And so I've created a extremely deep dive video here with so much value to give you guys the exact know-how on how to choose a winning niche in 2025 to make sure that you do not select a niche that's going to leave you dry and unfulfilled for the rest of the year. So I promise you guys I've delivered on this video. This is the only video you need to watch to truly learn how to build a channel to $10 to even $15,000 a month and beyond in the next 6 months. And I'm also going to end off the video by giving you a list of 60 different niches that are winning right now. These are handpicked. I hate when people give you lists of like 300 niches. There are so many variables at play. You have no idea what is the right niche to choose for you, what is still working, what has longevity, and which one is going to be the lowest barrier of entry. This is this niche list. I've given you the RPM for all the niches. I give you channel examples and my own personal rating. Don't miss out on this video. But if you want this Google Doc with all the links and tools, just click the first link in the description. It's going to take you straight to my free Faceless community on School, where I've actually created an entire free course for you with hours and hours of knowledge, tools, all my AI stuff is here. I've given it away for literally free, so at no charge. If you scroll to the bottom of my classroom, you'll find this thing here with all my YouTube videos. Anytime I have something with a Google Doc or any resources, you can find it here. Another thing I want to add quickly before we get started is that I'm launching a 3-day training masterclass. I'm doing this to celebrate the fact that we hit 1,000 members in our community very, very quickly. And actually, we're almost at 2,000 members right now and growing. And the reason why you want to join this event is because it's 3 days. In these 3 days, I'm going to be going in excruciating detail, showing you exactly how to start and scale your channel, get it to the point where it's taking $10,000 to $15,000 a month, and automate the entire thing so you can only have to work 1 to 2 hours an entire week. I'm going to show you the entire process from A to Z. If you're a beginner and haven't made any money yet, or already starting YouTube and not seeing the level of success you want to be seeing, you need to join. The other reason you need to join is because it's free. And we're giving away prizes for people just attending our program. All right. So we're giving away an iPhone 16 for first prize. And then we're giving off discounts for our high ticket coaching program where you spend one-on-one time with me and I help you personally scale your channel, or we guarantee the money back. That's why you should probably join the 3-day event. It's happening from the 19th to the 21st. I'll see you guys there. Let's get started on this video. I'm very, very excited to show you guys exactly what I've cooked up for you. Like I said, it's going to be a bit of a lengthy video because I'm not only just going to go through the know-how of how to actually find the right niche, understanding the logistics and mechanisms behind it, but I'm also going to go through my list of over 60 niches with you guys so you can see exactly what a good niche looks like and what a bad niche looks like. You need to know the difference. So let's start off with what is a niche. Now, very simply put, it's a specialized segment of the market. You don't want to have a channel that's talking about cars and also anime and also movies. You want to have a niche, which means you're actually hyper fixating on one specific thing. I'm going to show you guys exactly how you should do that. Now, moving forward, the next main question is, should you be broad or should you be narrow? Now, being broad means something like this. You could have a channel about pets. Now, when you have a channel about pets, meaning this is kind of like a category or a very broad niche, it means you're going to talk about hamsters, you're going to talk about cats, you're going to talk about dogs, and you're going to talk about lizards. And that is cool because you feel like you're kind of casting a wide net. But in reality, what you're doing is that you're not really able to build a passionate audience. You're not able to build a cult-like audience, which is what you need. You want people to come to you because you specialize in something. Think about it this way too, a doctor. Who will get paid more, a generalist doctor or a specialist, a neurosurgeon, right? You have to think about the fact that when you niche down, you specialize in something and people know you for that thing and they come back because they love that specific content. You build a cult-like audience. It's so important. So something like this doesn't really make much money. But if you go here and you go to this cat channel, for example, this one's going to be making a lot of money because it's specifically about cats. Something like this is literally doing 500,000 views per month, which is making them at least $2,000, $3,000, $4,000 a month. Or something like this, which is a dog-based channel, specifically just dogs. And sometimes you can go even further and say pit bulls or chihuahuas, or more commonly popular dogs, but something like this is getting millions and millions of views because it's very specific and it's niche down, like 7.9 million views, 1.8 million views, 1.2 million views. This is what you guys need when you think about creating a niche. Be specific and hone in on one thing. All right. So that's just my quick little lesson on whether you should be broad or whether you should be narrow. In my opinion, you should be narrow. I'm going to show you guys actually how to take a category or a niche and actually work your way down to the perfect sweet spot. All right. Now, the next question that you should be asking is, do you want to be a creator or an innovator? What that means is, do you want to be the first person who actually discovers a niche, who does something that hasn't been done? Because that sounds cool. It sounds fantastic. But the reality is, the likelihood of you actually discovering a niche and being successful in it is extremely low. The reason is because you need a lot of experience, you need about a lot of understanding of how YouTube works and the algorithm works to be that creator. And so I don't recommend doing this because you would need to go through so much thorough testing, and most beginners wouldn't know how or also have the discipline and competence to actually achieve it. So you want to be an innovator. You want to be an innovator, somebody who sees a niche, sees something that's working, understands how to actually diagnose whether a niche is good and or not, which is what I'm going to do today for you guys, and then take that niche and innovate off of it. You want to become an emulator. You want to become someone who gets inspired by things that are working and then make your own versions of it. That is how you see success with YouTube automation. That's it. You don't want to recreate the wheel. You don't want to do something new. Very, very, very unlikely that you would be the one discovering something new, especially as a beginner. And so that's what they say. If something's not broken, don't fix it. Find what's working and break it down, create your own version of it, and find your own success in that niche. All right. Hopefully that answers the question. If you guys are not understanding any of the concepts I talk about today, in my free school community, I go live once a week for free. Literally, you can come on, ask me anything. So if something I say in my videos is not clicking, you don't understand it fully, just join the free call and you guys can ask me anything. All right. Moving forward, how do I know if a niche is still good? This is a very, very important question you have to ask. All right. So if you're looking at a niche that you're contemplating, you need to actually analyze how the traction is now. So if you look at an old channel, all right, you look at a channel that's like 4, 5, 6 years old. And if you're basing the validity of that niche on these old channels, like channels that have been around for 5 years, 7 years, and you're determining that this niche is good because it's been around for a long time and you still see videos that are active, there's a few tells when trying to analyze whether a niche is still good. There's one really big tell that's going to help you so much from avoiding the wrong niches. And that is actually looking at these mega channels. All right. So if you go to luxury niche or you go to sports niche or something, and you see a lot of large channels that have a very small amount of views, like maybe they have 1 million subscribers or 500,000 subscribers, but they're only really getting like 50,000 views, 100,000 views, 30,000 views, 15,000 views. If you're seeing these large channels and they're not even getting a lot of views, be very wary of getting into that niche. It may mean that that one either is very seasonal or it's not a niche that has longevity. And we don't want to focus on these niches that don't have longevity. We want to be able to do something today, post videos today, and continue to be compensated for the efforts that we put in today, for the videos that were created today. And that's the beauty of YouTube, is that we have that option. If you choose the right niches and you analyze everything correctly, that's one thing to note. So when you're looking at niches, make sure to also look at the big ones. Now, the other way is to actually look at the new channels. You want to find and spot new channels. I'm actually going to talk about that a little bit more later on. So I'll actually leave that part 2 for later on down here when I actually do the niche edification. So we'll get to that very, very soon. Now, moving on to the next question is, how do I niche down from being broad? That's what I promised that I would show you guys. How do you actually niche down? So let's give you guys an example of what it means to actually niche down. So the first one, I actually don't even call it a niche. I call it a category. That's how broad it would be. And if you were going to choose something like business, then I would tell you right now, you've already made the complete wrong decision because it's not even a niche yet. It's a category. That's how broad it is. You don't want to start broad. You don't want to be broad because you're going to attract such a large audience. It's going to be so hard to hone in on your perfect ICP, which is your ideal customer profile. That's what you need to hone in on. So I would call business as a category. Then moving down further, I would say a niche could be how to make money online. That's perfect. All right. So now we're getting hotter. That's the niche. Let's go further down to sub niche, which is how to make money with YouTube. Beautiful. Now we've taken something super broad about teaching business. We've gone down to how to make money online and now further to how to make money with YouTube. And later now, the super sub niche, which is the sweet spot. And where I want you to be is on sub niche and super sub niche, anywhere between the two. You don't want to go crazy with super sub niche because maybe the audience pool will be way too small. But if it isn't, then super sub niche is the way to go. How to make money with YouTube automation. Actually, it should be how to make money online with YouTube automation. That is the sweet spot niche. All right. Alternatively, guys, if you don't want to do this practice by yourself and try and figure out in your head, how do I work my way down? You can literally just copy this ChatGPT prompt, paste it in, and it'll literally find it for you. All you have to do is literally just copy this entire thing, boom, 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 put it into ChatGPT, replace topic with your actual topic, right? Here and here. And it's going to give you this whole thing. It's going to go layers deep and find you the right niche, because this is so important, guys. If you're messing up on this part, you're going to go way too broad and you're not going to find the right niche, and you're going to be stuck posting and spending money and time on a channel that's never going to make you money. All right. This is so important. Vital. Moving forward. The next thing is niche edification. How do you actually edify if a niche is right for you? And this is the part 2 of what I mentioned earlier. The first thing is you want it to be around 6 months old at a max, ideally 3 months. 3 months is a great sweet spot. I'm going to give you guys an example channel here, all right? This is a channel I discovered recently. It's called Navy Power, all right? Look at this. It's been around for 4 months, but actually in reality, it's 3 months because they only posted one video on the 4th month, and the rest has been since 3 months. So in 3 months, they have done a total of 24, almost 25 million views. All right. That is a fantastic amount of views in 3 months, which obviously shows that this niche has a lot of interest and it's a great niche to get into right now. Right. So now moving forward, we want to look at most popular. We can see here 2.5 million, 1.2 million, 700K, 700K. That is a great niche. Now there's something else that they're doing. They're actually making really long videos. I don't suggest going really long videos as a beginner. You need to learn how to do the steps first, but they're doing 1 hour 49, 1 hour 13, 50 minutes, 40 minutes. Why would they do this? All right. Because the next thing I always mention here as well is I want it to be minimum 8 minutes long, right? When you post a video that's over 8 minutes long, that means you can actually insert mid-rolls. Mid-rolls are those pesky ads that interrupt you while you're trying to enjoy your video, and they kind of suck for the viewer, but for you, they're fantastic because you get paid every single time a mid-roll is played. Even if somebody skips it, you still get paid. That's why I love YouTube, all right? But the more mid-rolls you can insert, the more money that you make, inevitably, of course, because there's more ads that are being played. So imagine on an 8-minute video, you could insert maybe 3, 4, 5 mid-rolls, right? If you're sneaky. On a 2-hour video, you could insert over 100 mid-rolls easily. Those are 100 different ads they're going to play because this person just watching, they enjoy what they're watching, and you on the back end are printing cash. All right. So for something that's like an 8-minute video, you maybe make between like $3, $5, maybe $6, $7 per 1,000 views. Something that is 1, 2, 3, 4 hours long, you're going to go up to $15 to $20 to $25 per 1,000 views. All right. Let me break what that actually means. All right. If you get 1 million views, all right, you divide that by 1,000 because YouTube pays us for every 1,000 views. That's just how the mechanism works. All right. That's the formula. Now, 1 million views divided by 1,000 equals 1,000, right? So now you would take this number and you would multiply it by the RPM of the niche. So if it's $5 to $7, that means you're going to get paid between $5,000 to $7,000 for 1 million views. And as you can see there, millions and millions of views. Okay. But now, if you take that same equation and you take that same 1,000, but you multiply it by $15 to $25, that means you literally are making $15,000 to $25,000 per million views. So now let's take this calculation. They did 25 million views divided by 1,000 equals 25,000. Multiply that by 15 to 25, you're going to get about, what, I don't know, 300,000 to 350,000, even more probably. That is how much this channel is making. It's absolutely mental, the kind of money that can be made on YouTube automation if you do the right things. And these are the sneaky things I'm trying to teach you. I have students that are making $20 RPMs, literally $20 per 1,000 views. They're only getting 1 million views and they're making $20,000. That is absurd. To get 1 million views is not that difficult at all. It's truly not. It may sound like a crazy thing. It sounds out of this world for somebody who hasn't made a YouTube video before. 1 million views sounds crazy. It's average. You need 1 million views. Even if you're making $3, $4 RPM, you definitely need 1 million views to make at least $3,000 to $4,000. Everyone in my programs make it $3,000 to $5,000 It's like 1 million views is nothing. For the people that are making $10,000 to $20,000 to $30,000, they're getting 2, 3, 4, 5 million views, right? And it all depends on the niche. So I'm just trying to break this down because it's so important to understand that the money that can be made in this business model is incredible because there's just so much money to play with. YouTube is the largest platform and actually the highest paying platform. The second largest paying platform is TikTok, and they only pay us 2 to 4 cents per thousand views. Guys, 2 to 4 cents per thousand views. YouTube is paying you between $5 to $20 per thousand views. It's night and day. Why would you even waste your time on TikTok? It doesn't make sense. This platform here is here and they're paying so well. All right. Let's move on to the next thing. I want these videos, when you're searching for a niche, they need to be having at least around 100K views consistently. All right. It does depend on the niche because, like I said, sometimes niches like this, they could be making 1, 2, 3, 4 hour videos, and they could actually deal with less amount of views, but they're actually compensating because their payouts are higher. But on average, a safe spot is that they're making at least 100,000 views consistently and that all their videos are meeting at least 100K, and the recent ones are reaching there as well. That's a requirement, okay? Also, of course, completely faceless. We want these videos to not be done by a personality like how I'm speaking to you guys right now, showing my face. You want it to be all faceless. Something like this is completely faceless. You can see it's just clips with a voiceover and editing. That's all it is, all right? And the last opinion, and this is my opinion, all right? Everyone has their own opinions on how to do it. Some people teach it differently. My personal opinion is that I suggest doing not trending, especially if you're a beginner. This is a huge thing. I literally don't even let my students do trending channels because I know how overwhelming it can be to run a trending channel. And so I just don't even recommend it. I suggest passive income over active income. If you had a trending channel, all right, celebrity news, whatever it is, you are hunting every single day for the next trend, for the next up and coming and emerging topic. That is a full-time job, guys. Most of you are trying to do this to make some money on the side to supplement your income or to even replace your income, but you don't want to have 2 jobs. You don't want to replace this job and have another job. There are ways to make a ridiculous amount of money on YouTube without adding another income stream to your life, with actually freeing up your time and buying back your time, which is the whole point of this thing. I don't suggest trending unless you are an intermediate YouTuber. You know exactly how to do this thing. You have systems and teams and automations, and you really have the know-how and the diligence to do trending. Otherwise, it's not worth it. The second reason is because it's very lucrative. You can make a lot of money. I've had students doing $30,000, $40,000, $50,000 a month with trending channels. It is fantastic. It's a fantastic niche, but it is so overwhelming that they all quit, they stop, and they move over to Evergreen. But they also have massive competition. So there are people making a lot of money in this. Like I said, $30,000 to $50,000 a month, even more. Many others are doing $100,000, $200,000, $300,000 a month. So they're reinvesting heavy, right? People on average are posting between 5 to 10, sometimes even more videos per day. You as a beginner can very likely post between 2 to 3, maybe 4 videos a day if you're maintaining a specific quality standard. So can you compete with these guys? No. Should you even try? Absolutely not. Not as a beginner, right? Don't start YouTube and jump into the deep end and play with the sharks. Let's get in the kiddie pool. Let's make some money. Let's build the systems. Let's turn a profit. And then you can sort out going for a trending channel. That's just my 2 cents. Do what you will with that information. All right. Moving on. Let's talk about how you should actually be putting together a team. I'm going to show you the whole process of putting together a team and some secret places you can find team members. Let's go through the first one, which is video editors. I've left 2 different video editing Discords, which are fantastic. One is free and one is paid. Go in here. If you guys don't have Discord, just create a free account. It's super, super easy. This one, Creative Paradise, is a fantastic one because it is, number one, free, right? You can come in here. You can just go for video editors, post a job. Someone's going to come to you. You're going to have tons and tons and tons of DMs. All right. The next one is this video editors one. Now you can post a paid request. It's cheap. It's 100% worth it because you're going to get so many, like literally hundreds of applications that are going to come to you just from one post. So if you are struggling to find a team, you're struggling to find an editor, look no further, because having a resource like this to find quality teams is an absolute game changer. I seriously couldn't recommend it anymore. All right. Now, the next two are Upwork and Fiverr. These are very simple. On Upwork, you can just go post a job looking for a video editor, give some samples of what you're looking for, put the prices in there. That's it. All right. Simple. For Fiverr, super simple. Just go here, type in YouTube video editor, and you'll find tons of video editors that are there ready to edit your videos. Faceless videos, they're fully trained. They understand the copyright logistics, the fair use laws, everything. It's super. You can find them between like $20 to $40 per editing. You don't need anything crazy, especially when you're starting off. All right. Then we have onlinejobs.ph. This is a really cool resource. This is specifically Filipinos. It's a Filipino website, and you can find some incredible talent for very, very cheap. So this is a really cool resource that many people don't know about. And the last one is YouTube Jobs. This is a paid one, but you will find the best professionals for everything. Like editors, this is where you find the top at the top of the top, and also the low and the mids. But this is if you want to find like Magnus Media and like the craziest editors you can think of, this is where you go, and you can find them. You see their profiles, who they've worked with, their ratings. It's all here. It's just, these are all the resources that you'll need to find the best team for video editing. Now for scriptwriters, there's different ways. You can go hire a scriptwriter from Fiverr, for Upwork, or you can write it yourself. The reason why I haven't even put the option to do this is because everybody is using ChatGPT. Everyone's using AI. So you can hire someone for sure. Go ahead and spend $30, $40, $50 for a script. The likelihood of them not using AI is ridiculously high. So why would you go pay someone else for a job that you can do yourself, right? Go to Claude, go to ChatGPT, and do this yourself. In my free school community, I literally give away a free AI bot, which basically writes the entire script for you. It's 10 out of 10. It's so easy, all right? You could just go in here and you could literally use the entire prompt, the entire class I have here, to build your own scripts. It takes like 20 minutes and you'll get a perfect script every single time. And I've given it to you for free, all right? Don't pay for this stuff. What you want to pay for is maybe the subscription so that it doesn't cut you off every, 3 or 4 or 5 prompts, all right? The next thing is voiceovers. There's a few different places. We have Fiverr, we have Upwork, we have 11 Labs. 11 Labs is fantastic, probably the best voiceovers. Artlist is actually the best, but you are limited because they only give you a certain amount per year and you have to pay for the whole year upfront. That's the other issue. And then we also have Fish Audio. This is a really, really cool new website that I discovered. They have a ton of voices. The quality is not 10 out of 10, but I think it's like $7 or $8 for unlimited voiceovers. So if you're tight on a budget and you want a quality, realistic voice, they have this. You can even clone your voice in there as well. And the last one is thumbnails. So obviously, the most important part of the entire video process and the entire content assembly line is the thumbnail. If someone sees your thumbnail and they don't like it, they're not going to click it. Doesn't matter how great your video is, how great your topic is. The thumbnail is your first impression. Last time you met someone, you made a shitty first impression. They never liked you again. They never came back. Same thing with a video, right? So you be very mindful about thumbnails and make sure that you're not cheaping out on this, whether it's buying them or creating them. Take your time, be diligent. Fiverr is a fantastic place. Upwork is a fantastic place. And Pexels is my favorite resource for making thumbnails so easy. Literally in seconds, they make thumbnails with the most simple English prompt that you can imagine. And it has options to recreate other thumbnails. It has option for face swap. You can even edit thumbnails further and further and further. I couldn't recommend this like anymore. It's like $20 a month. This is a must have in your assembly line for content. All right. Now, guys, we made it to the end of the video. As I promised, I'm going to show you guys my list of 60 niches that are winning. And even at the end of the list, I have some niches that you need to avoid and run away at all costs. Think of this as like your toxic partner that you cannot come back to, guys. You can't go back. All right. I'm going to open this up and I'll show you guys just a brief summary of what you're going to get and what I've included in here. So first, full disclaimer, they're not in order, but these are all profitable. They're all lucrative and they're working right now. So we have football, and what I've included here as well, you can see the niche. Also, I've included the RPM range and also my own opinion on them, plus rating and also example channels. That's what I've given you guys. All right. I've gone on my way to make this whole thing. And I'm not like other people where I'm going to give you just a small, like this sheet of 100, 200, 300 niches. And you have no freaking clue how good they are, how much money they make you, what channels actually look like, and if they're going to work in 2025 and beyond, all the way to 2035. You know what I mean? Like if you're going to do something now, you might as well have the ability to continue doing it for the next 5-10 years, right? So we have football, we have basketball, we have hockey, we have soccer, we have baseball. So I put in like the best sports. There's some I didn't put in here because I just don't recommend them. But also notice how I didn't have sports channel. I didn't just put general sports where you can find a channel with football stuff and hockey stuff on the same thing. No, it's too broad. You want to be specific. Then we have celebrity, right? And you can even niche down on this, but I don't really recommend this whatsoever. Like I said, it's hyper competitive, it's trending. If you're willing to post at least one a day, if you're not, then don't do it at all. Animals. So this is something where you can kind of ideally niche down. Even all these are going to be more niche down. All right. But animals niche is one of those things that kind of works if you do like animal attacks, documentaries of different animals. It can work. All right. Then we have cats, we have dogs, we have cars. Cars is a fantastic one. I would suggest niching down. For example, you can go cars for seniors, right? Or cars for graduates. You could really literally create a channel that specific and do so well. All right. Then we have fighting. Then we have WWE. Why it sucks to be a dot dot dot. So this is a really cool one. It's a fantastic niche that's popping up really recently. Everyone started to talk about it, and you can go into anything, right? Why it sucks to be born with ADHD. Why it sucks to be an owl. Why it sucks to be a lizard. There's some really cool angles on this that work fantastic right now. All right. Then we have men's beauty. This is a really interesting one, to be honest. It's been getting a lot of attention. Stoicism, it's a classic one. YouTube gossip, behind the scenes, woke Hollywood, gambling and poker. I have a student right now crushing it in this niche. Mythology and folklore. This is an up and coming one as well. Glow ups, mega projects. This is a really high paying one. Old money, cartoons. Cartoons is a hack as well, getting a lot of attention. It's evergreen. It's going to last forever. Star Wars is another one that's really interesting. Weird sightings, Navy and military. This is an emerging one as well. It's been on for a long time, but it is just crushing right now. Animated AI stories. Again, I've made other videos on this. If you want to see how this works, go through my other videos. I recently made an entire video on how to do animated AI stories. Aliens, really interesting one. Gadget reviews, Netflix shows. All right, femininity, Islamic teachings. This is a really interesting one because they have a very passionate audience. So you can do a lot with this one as well. Bible teachings, super interesting as well. All right, this is a hack as well. Even look at this channel right here, One Bible. All right, this guy posted a video recently. He actually switched up his entire strategy, and he posted a niche recently. As you can see here, in 3 weeks, he got 1.9 million views. Followed up by another video 5 days ago with 37,000 views, followed up another one by 5K views in 2 days. This is like taking off 100 views per hour, 200 views per hour, 1K views per hour. It is mental. So great niche, just because it's, again, very passionate audience, right? And then we have reality/trash TV. That's a really good one as well. AI movie trailers. I'm actually going to make an entire video on how to make an AI movie trailer. I found a really cool AI app that is basically creating an entire script, an entire storyboard, and then how to animate it, put it together, and create probably the best AI trailers that I've seen yet. And so simple. There's complicated ways to do it, but I mean in a very simple, beginner-friendly way. So if you guys aren't subscribed yet, make sure to subscribe because it's one of the next few videos that's going to come out on this channel. Then we have history. It's a great niche. It's actually coming up. Luxury as well. Movie recaps and reviews. Anime niche as well. Guns and survival. True crime and real stories. Gaming niche is also a good one. Dedicated show and movie channels like Matrix, Harry Potter, Shark Tank, Interesting facts. This is a really good one. I think it's super untapped. People just overlook this. No one ever really thinks about it, but it is such a good niche. Male self-improvement, conspiracy theories, storytelling niche, AI storytelling niche. This is a bit different than obviously the AI trailers. Then we have motivation niche, but the new age motivation. So check out the channels to see what I mean. Core case compilations. I was student doing like $25, almost $30,000 a month in this one. Police interrogations. I know a guy made $300,000 a month with this one. Those are great niches. Police cam compilations, travel, airplanes. Interesting, very good niche. All right. Now, some niches to avoid. This is my professional opinion. You guys can do whatever you want, but I say avoid these at all costs. Finance videos. Why should you avoid finance videos? You should avoid them because everyone does them. So when someone's introduced to YouTube automation, the first thing they're going to do is go on Google or YouTube and search, what are the highest paying niches on YouTube? Naturally, I don't blame you. Finance videos are always going to come up. Finances, insurance, investments, real estate, crypto, all that stuff, the high paying ones. Of course, you should lean towards them, but something like this, the finance videos are so competitive and so saturated that you as a beginner would have no idea in your right mind how to create a video and how to compete and stand out in that busy landscape. So I don't say it's a bad niche. I don't say you should stay away forever, but like I said, get in the kiddie pool, understand how the business model works, make some money, turn a profit, and then you can explore more competitive niches like technology, like crypto, like AI, motivation videos. These test quiz ones don't do it all. They just don't work. Rain sounds doesn't work. Health and fitness, extremely competitive. Please stay away. Simple plain to explainer videos, law of attraction, and there are some more, but I just left them out. All right. So there you guys go. I've broken down every single niche that you guys should look into in 2025 that works. I'm going to be making some more videos with some additional niches as I find. I'm always exploring, trying to hunt for new stuff for you guys and just give you guys as much value as humanly possible. So I'll leave with one thing. All right. If you're interested in doing YouTube automation, you need to be very careful picking the right niche. You can do this on your own because I've given you basically every resource available and all my knowledge and know-how so you don't make the same mistakes that I made over the last 5 years. It took me 5 years to perfect the system that I have right now, to get to a point where I'm only working 1 hour to maybe 2 hours a week on all my channels. Now, my students, it only takes them about 8 to 12 months to get to the same place that it took me 5 years. And I guess that's just the beauty of mentorship. I'll be honest, I'm a little bit jealous, but that's just the reality. But that's what it means to actually have the systems, all right, the know-how. So basically, if you guys are wanting to do this on your own, I have full confidence and I've given you the entire roadmap. Watch all my videos from beginning to end. You will have everything that you need in your arsenal to succeed and make money with YouTube automation, all right? But if you don't want to go through the inevitable potholes and mistakes that you will run into, we do offer a one-on-one mentorship. But truthfully, don't even worry about the mentorship. Don't worry about anything. What I actually recommend you do is you come to our 3-day webinar, all right? This is a 3-day event that, like I said, we're gonna give away the entire sauce, the roadmap from 0 to 10K a month. If you have not made money with YouTube or you're looking forward to making money with YouTube and you just wanna get out of the struggle, you wanna replace your 9 to 5, you wanna have something that's self-sufficient, that's growing and is passive, then you need to try this business model, but you need to do it in a way which is going to guarantee your success. There's so many different people talking about different ways. Just come to this one, try it out the way that we do it because we have an enormous catalog of success stories that I have, like literally hundreds of pages of testimonies. I'm happy to show them to you as well. If you haven't seen them online, I show them in my group. And if you guys have any questions, I'll see you in the free school community, link in the description.